Marple, 12 New Stories, Various Authors. This collection is definitely a mixed bag. There are only 3 of these stories that I liked unreservedly: The Jade Empress, A Deadly Wedding Day, and The Disappearance. Those stories had good plots and, importantly, good narrators. Other stories had bad plots and good narrators, or good plots and bad narrators. For example, The Mystery of the Acid Soil comes close, but it's not quite there. It seemed a little silly, although it was very well constructed as a story with believable characters. The Disappearance, which is the last story, has a style that feels closest to Agatha Christie, and Miriam Margolyes does an excellent job of narrating, probably the best of the lot. She's the only one who nails Miss Marple. All of the others read her as basically an old woman, but she injects a bit of herself into Marple, bringing her alive. She also does the other characters very well. The story itself is great. A Deadly Wedding Day was the first story where I actually felt anything for the characters. It's read by Kathy Tyson, and she has a voice that's just made for audiobooks. I could listen to her all day. My only niggle was that in all the adaptations of A Caribbean Mystery, audiobook, radio dramatization, and TV adaptations, the island is pronounced Saint Honoré. Here it's pronounced Saint Honoree. It's a very minor point, but it did annoy me. The Jade Empress was the first story that made me think I haven't wasted my money. Really, up until that point, I was not enjoying these stories very much at all. The narrator also did a good job. My biggest disappointment was the second story, The Second Murder at the Vicarage by Val McDermid. I like this author, so I was shocked at how slight the story was. It's over in about half an hour. It really was far too short. Miss Marple Takes Manhattan comes a close second as the worst story, not helped by a poor narrator. I think the worst narration was for the 6th story, The Open Mind. It's read in a sultry, breathy voice, totally inappropriate for a Marple story. It would be fine for a romance, but not this. It doesn't help that the story is poor. Overall, I was disappointed by either the story or the narrator. Some of the good narrators, for example Romanticarum, were saddled with poor stories, and some narrators spoiled what may have been good stories. Imogen Stubbs sounded like she arrived at the recording studio in a rush and was still trying to catch her breath. Alison Steadman was almost unbearable. She has such a shrill, screechy, histrionic voice. It's very unpleasant to listen to. I understand she's a name, and so was probably meant to be a draw, but for me she was terrible. I didn't experience the errors that others noted in the story read by Celia Imrie, and my version had chapter titles. Perhaps it has been updated since the other reviews. All in all, I'd give this set of stories a 3 out of 5, and the narrators a 3 out of 5 as well. What about you? How do you feel about Agatha Christie short stories? What do you think about other authors continuing with original stories featuring beloved Christie characters? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as I release a new review every week. Thanks for watching.